Hey guys, today I'll be taking the minifigures from the new Spider-Man Final Battle No Way Home set and upgrading them using 100% official LEGO parts and pieces. Now this might be one of the most anticipated LEGO Marvel sets of all time, so it's really cool that we finally have it, but the minifigures definitely leave some room for upgrading, and that's what today's video will be all about. If you haven't already, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. And I got to do a little shameless self-promotion. I've got a song out called No Way Home that has a stop-motion music video that goes along to the movie. So I'd love for you guys to check that out. Link in the description, and let's get into the review. We'll start off with MJ because I actually didn't make any updates here. In the movie, she actually has like a dark red or pink sweater with stripes on it, but honestly, this is close enough and I can live with it. So I'm not going to make any changes to her, but everybody else gets at least one upgrade. In the case of Doctor Strange, we're actually going to use a completely different minifigure. The one you're seeing here is the one from Spider-Man No Way Home, and the one you're seeing here comes in the Final Battle set, but it's actually the suit from Multiverse of Madness. Of course, we want the most accurate version, so you'll need this Doctor Strange, which came in the Sanctum Sanctorum workshop from Spider-Man No Way Home. Unfortunately, the Ned they gave us in the set is not accurate at all. Here he is. Of course, he's got a red jacket, whereas in the film, he has a blue jacket. I guess they got the yellow sleeves right, but in the movie, he has brown hair, not black hair, and I do think that the original Ned head from the Spider-Man Far From Home accessory pack is a little bit more accurate than the new one that we get. So my recommendation is to use this torso. It's come in Lego City. I believe it came in Hidden Side. Then, of course, get some yellow arms on there, and use the Dwight Schrute hair or the dark brown version of it. The hair piece is perfect, it's just the color on the one in the official set isn't accurate. And honestly, you could use the head from the new Ned if you wanted to, but I do think that the old one is just a little bit more accurate. So there's how to upgrade Ned. Now, this set gave us Sandman's hand built out of bricks, but we don't actually get Sandman himself, so my recommendation is to use the 2019 Sandman. This one works great because he's entirely made out of sand instead of showing any, like, human flesh or elements, so this definitely is the most accurate version for what we got in the movie, and my recommendation for what you should use. Similarly, this set doesn't give us a Lizard, which is just a crime against humanity if you ask me, but to build him out of Lego, I went ahead and used the dinosaur costume guy from the CMF series. The only change I made was swapping out the head underneath for the head from Orca from the Lego Batman movie. That way you get a tongue on the inside and it looks a lot more like an actual lizard or dinosaur. Also, if you're willing to break the purist method, you could use the Mega Bloks lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man Mega Bloks sets. Of course, this isn't Lego, and I'm aware of that, but I do think it looks pretty good when it comes to a Lego-sized lizard, and honestly, up against a Spider-Man minifig, the scaling is just about right, and I really like that. So it is something you can use, but I just want to throw that out there. Electro is an awesome minifig from this set, and I'm really happy with the way this custom turned out. To upgrade him, of course, you need the torso, head, and hair from the Electro from the set, and then the arms come from Barbara Gordon. That way you get the black sleeve, short sleeves going on, and then for the legs, I used the Birdwatcher Toucan Girl from the CMF series. That way you get the boots, you get a belt, and some detail, and really it just ties the whole look together in a way that I love. Alright, to upgrade Tom Holland's Spider-Man integrated suit, what we're going to use is the legs, torso, and head from the official set, but the arms come from the Incredibles. That way you get the black and red mix on the arms, and the head and hair come from Spider-Man from the LEGO Marvel Collectible Minifigure Series 1. Let's go ahead and remove that to show you what it looks like with the mask on, and honestly, I love the way that this looks to represent the movie. Alright, here we've got the Green Goblin. I did put a 2x2 brick there just to keep the glider hovering. I didn't make any changes to the glider. I just wanted to put it here for full context, but the main changes I made to this are adding a purple hood, which came in Nexo Knight sets back in the day, as well as on Raven from Teen Titans. I think that purple hood really helps tie it together, but of course, you don't have to use that because the set does give us a pretty decent hairpiece for Norman. I'm still trying to decide if I like how dark the color is. I think it should probably be lighter, but we can flip that around and you can see we've got the Willem Dafoe face on the back, kind of that like evil grin. But I do want to point something else out about this, that I think the perfect head, honestly, is still Kite Man from the Lego Batman movie. I just love this head for Norman Osborn. I think it works so well. So I love the green goggles on this. Don't get me wrong, I still highly recommend using those, but at the same time, I do think that this head is really good as well. The torso is, of course, from the Spider-Man Final Battle set. The arms come from the dragon costume girl from the Lego collectible minifigure series. That way you get some like black patches on the arm for some extra detail. And the legs, of course, are the hardest thing to get probably in this entire video, and those come from the original Green Goblin minifigure from 2002 and 2003. I know some people aren't going to be thrilled with the fact that I used such a rare piece for this, but come on, it's a leg printing from 20 years ago that literally holds up and still looks great. So I do recommend using those legs, but that's what the comments are for. If you guys have a better suggestion or maybe an easier to obtain suggestion, let me know in the comments. For Dr. Octopus, I wanted to give you a hybrid of what they gave us in the set and, of course, an upgrade. So, what I went ahead and used is the head from the new Doc Ock from the set, as well as the way that the arms are constructed. But, of course, the body comes from the 2004 Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock. Hey, I know it's rare, but I'm sorry. It does work a lot better than the gray body they gave us in the set. That being said, I also added the Harry Potter hair, because I think that that looks pretty good. And then these hands, or the claws if you will, were designed by Lego Maker 98 over on Instagram a while back. They used these like arrow blade pieces from Ninjago with a 1x1 red stud there. Then on the top you've got kind of like these bull horns for the two arms that are on top. Then you need one of these pieces here, one of the like little jumper pieces to go into the arms. You'll see how the arms work on the Outrider backpack. And then on the bottom, you do the same thing, but just with a little bit more of a, like, flat claw. That way you can make Doc Ock stand up on his own arms, and that just looks so great for the final product, if you ask me. Upgrading the Toby Maguire Spider-Man is interesting because he's got the silver webbing, so unfortunately we can't really add any printing to the arms or legs because there aren't any arms or legs naturally that have the silver printing on them. So what I did here is use the torso, legs, and official head from the set, but then I used Marty McFly's head from Lego Back to the Future with this flat top brown hair for the Toby Maguire look. Then of course we can lift that off and I'll show you what the figure looks like with the mask on, and I really do love that. And because I've had lots of people ask, here's what it looks like with the original 2002 or 2004 Spider-Man head on there, just to see if you like it better. To me, the silver on the old head doesn't quite match the silver on the new body. Like, it's a lighter silver and it stands out more. So I do love the nostalgia of using that original head, but unfortunately, I don't think it really matches up perfectly. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. And finally, what I consider to be the best custom of this upgrade showcase is the Andrew Garfield figure. Now, literally, we only changed one piece, and it's using this head from the Lego Queer Eye set from the character Antony. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I don't really care about that show or set, but I do care about making the best Andrew Garfield figure ever, and that is definitely the head you want to use. And just because he's here, I'll go ahead and show you what the Spider-Man mask looks like on this figure, and it really does look great if you ask me. Now, you could add web-printed arms or legs, for example, like here's the Spider-Man from the Sanctum Sanctorum, and those would match, don't get me wrong, but I do just love the simplicity of the figure as it sits, and I really don't know that it needs to be upgraded, even though you can. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I really just love the figure the way it comes right out of the box. So with that being said, let's zoom out and wrap this showcase up. Alright guys, let me know what you think of these upgrades. This was a lot of fun to make, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.